I picked this thing up at the flea market for $1. I had no idea what it was, but I thought it looked cool. The mechanism has a bunch of what look like roller bearings. There's a tiny spring acting like a suspension for the rollers. Turns out this mechanism was patented in 1951. The rollers are on eccentric axles that, combined with the geometry of the grooves in the jaws, provide a one-way ratcheting action. The rollers contact a hex fastener in many places, making the design ideal for flare nut fittings. A good everyday example of flare nut fittings would be on your car's brake lines. I used the wire wheel to remove the rust from the handle. I kept away from the roller mechanism. I didn't want to chance catching that tiny spring. Wire wheels are sold by outside diameter. My machine uses 6-inch. The other important dimension is arbor size. These are 5/8 arbor wheels, but they come with plastic bushings to allow me to use them on my 1/2-inch arbor machine. The coarse wheel has 13 thousandths thick wire. It is good for rust removal. The fine wheel has 6 thousandths thick wire. I use it for soft metals like brass or to give a polish to steel. When the wire wheel is spinning, it spins toward you and down. If you hold your workpiece to the wheel above the center line of the arbor, the workpiece has a chance to shoot back at you. If you keep your workpiece below the arbor center line, the piece will be forced down or away from you if it slips free. Anytime you're using a wire wheel, you have to protect your eyes. It doesn't matter if you bought a high-end wheel or a cheap imported Harbor Freight special. Pieces of wire are going to fly off. I use a full face shield. It fits on my head like a ball cap. It flips up out of the way if I want it to. I barely know I'm wearing it. So here's the wrench after using the wire wheel. I was not able to get into the tight spots with the 6-inch diameter wheel. Another option is the 1/4-inch shank wire wheels intended for use with an electric drill. These can be a good low-budget option. These wheels are smaller in diameter and can reach into tighter spaces. While I had the drill out, I used my steel wool on a drill bit trick to clean out the hanging hole. The wire wheel attachments for the Dremel are super handy for reaching places other wire wheels cannot. Do you remember that kids game Operation? Check this out. Don't touch the funny bone. To protect the wrench, I hosed it down with WD-40. I made sure to give the mechanism a good soaking. I put together a mock-up to show how this wrench works. The black line would be your brake line, and the brass fitting in my vise would be the flare nut. The opening on the wrench is just big enough to clear the line. See how the rollers contact the flare nut on more than just 2 flats? The ratcheting action would be handy for tight spaces. To loosen the flare nut, you would just flip the wrench over. Here's some photos of the Bonney cam lock wrench, all cleaned up and ready for service. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.